Off the play fake, Rodgers. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
The Lions take over.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're just not going to get away with it at this point.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Lions first down.
Gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Try again. It's second and 10.
Brings up second and
From the gun, it's off. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 10.
Goff to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Kenneth Gainwell going to bring it out of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
That's good.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They run with Warren. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
Here comes
6.
third and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Back at the 47-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it with second down and 13 in front of them. Now, Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Value three.
Now Goff. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the first down marker.
2 for 1. Dula. Tiger. Hey, shell.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Rodgers going for it all. That is brought in. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. A gain of 57 yards. They run on the jet sweep. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. This one caught at the 4.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. That keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. When you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10.
On first down, it's gone. Moving left. The coverage too good downfield. field, they'll wind up taking him down. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
180. Shell.
To throw is Goff. Along the sideline, Williams pulls it in. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot, drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
180. Super. Louis.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. That's going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Highsmith. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Mike just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Rodgers, RPO, quickly out to Wilson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holds just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
On third down, they go with Warren.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, like based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's going to take a shot down the field. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Laporta in motion. On first and 10, here's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he will score. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On second down, Goff. That's over the middle. Caught by Tesla. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 17
They'll break the huddle.
yards.
Coming up now for first and 10.
Lions, first down.
Here's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Listen. Run. White 20.
A second down throw for Goff. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Not fun here. Third and a lot. Goff to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
To return is Williams. Oh, looked like he was over the seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. First down for Aaron. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
21 yards. First down, Steelers.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no game.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Third and 10. Now Gainwell. He's looking for room on the end, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rodgers. Out to his right. That's incomplete. daring call on fourth down does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
180! What's up?
Goff to throw on first down. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And the quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup. Good protection up front. And they just couldn't hold up the coverage long enough. And they give up a big touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. A first down throw from Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
319!
On second down, Warner. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down. To throw is Rodgers. He's to the 15. And he will score. Game on. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown Steelers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but then they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Great way gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
Shell.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Not 12, 180.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Maverick. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all just seal this victory away.
Next is for Lions 28, Steelers 13.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got a man down the field, it's Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still remain. They'd love to use them on the defensive end, but here comes first and 10. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete. And Brian is the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Upward, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch.
That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. He will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Like 20.
To throw is Goff. Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, their lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
319.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Lions. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.